But first, former President Donald Trump in Atlanta as the campaign trail heats up in Georgia and early voting kicks off with a record-breaking start.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Ron Jones.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. Tonight, former President Donald Trump in Atlanta, just wrapping up his remarks to supporters at the Cobb Energy Center. His trip comes as the state of Georgia set a new record for first-day early voting. The Secretary of State's office says today, on day one of voting, more than 328,000 voters cast ballots. That's at least 123% higher than the previous record.
So from now to November, both former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris will be fighting for every single vote. And tonight, Zach Merchant with our 11 Alive political team is live in Cobb County with a look at both campaigns' game plans moving forward. Zach?
Well, this is crunch time, to put it in layman's terms. At the beginning of every campaign for the presidency, the campaigns start out with a really big, wide, broad strategy. But as you get closer and closer and closer to Election Day, those strategies start to compress and those campaigns start to winnow down to just a handful of states they think will be the most decisive in choosing the ultimate winner of this contest. And if you want to know what they're thinking, pay close attention to where the candidates are spending their time, because right now they are spending a lot of time right here in Georgia. Most recently, just about 45 minutes ago now, former President Donald Trump wrapped up a rally here in Cobb County. He touched a lot of ground, but some of his main points focused on his views on the economy, on immigration, and on urging his voters, his supporters, to take advantage of Georgia's early voting window that started today and getting out and casting their ballots early ahead of Election Day. That's just about 20 days away now. Now, of course, it is a packed schedule at this point in the campaign cycle for both presidential candidates. Vice President Harris was at a rally in Pennsylvania yesterday. Former President Trump, of course, just wrapped up here in Cobb County. Here's a little bit about what each of them was talking about over the last roughly 24 hours in the campaign cycle.
Everywhere you look, under Kamala Harris, the American standard of living is in a free fall. With your vote, we will create millions of new, great-paying jobs. Wages will soar. Your taxes are going to fall. You saw that. Your net worth will skyrocket. America will be confident again.
Please do check out the Wall Street Journal or Goldman Sachs or the 16 Nobel laureates or Moody's, who have all analyzed the plans and said mine will strengthen the economy, his will make it weaker.
Now, both of these candidates, of course, no stranger to Georgia. Today marks former President Trump's at least his third visit to Georgia in approximately a month. On the Democratic side, Vice President Harris and her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, have visited here in our state about 3 times as well, and more visits are expected. The Vice President is scheduled to be campaigning in Atlanta on Saturday. Former President Trump scheduled to come back to the state to campaign some more next week. Both of these candidates making it clear that they think the path to the White House runs right through Georgia. We're live tonight in Cobb County. Zach Merchant, 11 Alive News.